Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new exciting episode of Bahrain Now as we bring you the latest talks, trends, and happenings from around the kingdom. I'm your host, Bara Abdallah. Stay tuned, more is coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, on to another active, fun segment. Our next guest is the sport director at Bahrain Cycling Academy and a national team coach at the Bahrain Cycling Association. With us here tonight is Axel Costa Soria. Good evening, how are you?
Hello, good evening. Yeah, very fine, very fine. Very happy to be here in Bahrain now.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So, ¿qué tal, amigo?
Todo bien, por el momento bien.
Amazing. Well, that's all I know for now.
Yeah, that's all. It's good.
Well, you know,
good step for a start.
Yeah, well, it's a good start, right? Definitely. So, when did you arrive to Bahrain?
First time I arrived to Bahrain was 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but before I have some knowledge about the country because I was racing in Kuwait in one cycling team for 3 years there.
Okay.
So yeah, I have some knowledge before, but first time I arrived here was 2 years ago for start this project we are going to talk about.
Amazing, amazing. How long have you been cycling for?
Well, I was cycling since I was 7 years old in Spain. So I grew up all my young for cycling until 24 years old more or less when I stopped. Yeah.
Okay, so you took this as a challenge, as a career?
Yeah, exactly. In the end, I started like a game, but then I like more, and then I start with some professional teams until I finish and got here finally.
Amazing, man. You look amazing, man. You can definitely, you look like a cyclist, that's for sure, that's for sure.
Too skinny, yeah.
Well, you know, you fit beautifully with that suit, unlike me. It's all good.
It's good.
So now you're here in Bahrain.
Yeah.
You're working with the Bahrain Cycling Academy. Tell us more about the academy.
Yeah, the academy finally is a project that is done for growing up the level of the cycling in Bahrain. The level of the cycling, the cyclists, and especially the young cyclists here. So what we do is we take the cyclists from the national team or the best cyclists we meet here, and we bring to racing abroad in Europe, in Asia, in Africa. So we bring them to the international races and try to make them from them a professional cyclist. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. So it's a long-term project, I would say.
Exactly. It's a long-term project. Yeah.
Wow. And so far, you've been training, you've been coaching young cyclists to actually take on this project and for future projects, all that with the Bahrain Cycling Academy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. And at the same time, you are a national team coach for the Bahrain Cycling Association. Yeah. Tell us more about that.
I finally have a lot of relationship one to each other because most of the riders we take for the team are from the national team. But in the Bahrain Cycling Association, we focus more in the international races for the country, for the Bahrain selection.
Right.
Like now we have in 1 month we are racing in Egypt, the Arabian Championship.
Wow.
But we have a good chance there. We have Ahmed Madan and Ahmed Nasser who they can fight for the victory and the medals in under 23 category. So that's good.
Okay.
And yeah, with the national team we focus more on this kind of races. Arabian Championship, we have Gulf Games also in Kuwait.
Okay.
Beginning of January. And also we have very good chance.
Right.
So yeah, it's good. And also I'm happy because Bahrain in the Gulf area is one of the best countries for cycling.
Really?
With this we will improve even more the level, and we are doing that. So I'm happy with that. But yeah, really, in the Gulf area, Bahrain have big power and big potential for cycling. Yeah.
Amazing. So speaking of the potential and all of that, how is the training like when you train the cyclists here in Bahrain?
Yeah.
What do you do?
The problem here is that the summer is very hot.
Really hot.
Very hot. And all the country is completely flat. So that for cycling sometimes can make problem because it's a little bit always the same track, always the same roads.
Right.
So that's the only issue. This and the summertime is really hot. Same like in Kuwait or UAE or all the area.
Right.
Also, but what we do then is we bring the cyclists to Spain. We make them for then training camp there, racing there. So we use for bring them outside of this hot summer, and also they will race more in Europe. So that's also good. So yeah, and basically when you are a cyclist, and if some young rider or some young or children they see us and they want to know, how I can become, how can I do? Cycling is very funny sport, but you need to be sure what you are doing because it's everyday training, many hours. It's a big effort, but the profit you get into that is also high. It's very good. So,
Amazing,
yeah.
amazing. So there's a lot going on now. Going all the way to Spain, they train over there to become even better cyclists and to get exposed to more obstacles, more challenging moments that actually get them more prepared for the race. What's the upcoming race beside Egypt?
Yeah, after Egypt we have the Gulf Games in January.
Okay.
So that's a very important event also for the national team and for all of us. And after we are having finally a complete season, because with COVID-19, for sure everyone knows this was hard. Because when you travel abroad to some countries, there are a lot of bans, a lot of problems, visa. This was a little bit difficult, but now all is fine. So seems will be a complete normal year for us. So we will start in United Emirates and Tour of Sharjah. After we will go Turkey in February, Tour of Antalya, very good race, and in March Tour of Taiwan. So now we have a proper full season for riders, what is what they need. Finally, when you are cyclists, training is good, important, but you need to have some challenge on racing for the motivation and for improve the level finally. So
wow. So you've been here over 2 years. What do you think of the scene over here in Bahrain when it comes to cycling?
Yeah, I think it's like I told you, it's a good environment. They have the support from the Bahrain Cycling Association that they are doing a very, very wonderful job for improve the level, for bringing more cyclists, everything. Also the Bahrain Cycling Academy from the World Tour team, the Bahrain Victorious.
Amazing.
They are doing well. But yeah, need to bring the rider sometimes outside for improve their level, training, and racing abroad. But yeah, it's like this.
Wow. So any future plans maybe you can actually talk about, or pretty much going to keep it right now as a teaser?
No, for the moment we keep like that.
Right.
Just we want to keep improving, give more step forward, and for the moment we are happy with that. So yeah.
Wow. Very exciting things happening here in Bahrain with you around, definitely with the cycling scene and all that. Any last words to your viewers?
No, just if there is some children or young or family that they say, hey, I want to get my children into this sport.
Right.
I would like to become cyclist and maybe have the opportunity to become professional in the future. Come to us, come to me, come to the team, to Bahrain Cycling Association. We will support him for getting into this sport, have fun, a healthy lifestyle, that there is a lot of things around the sport, not only for the competition, also in your lifestyle that are amazing. And yeah, call us, contact us. We are here for supporting that and the Bahrain children and young ones. Yeah.
That's very exciting. I mean, I'm sure my kids and myself pretty much would like to pass by the association and see what kind of opportunities we have for ourselves as well.
Exactly.
Well, I would say shukran, thank you, gracias, for being with us here in Bahrain and pretty much here on Bahrain Now for this exciting times when it comes to cycling. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, exciting times with Axel Koster right here when it comes to cycling. All that took place in this interview on Bahrain Now. Ladies and gentlemen, I am super excited right now for this segment, as now for some cinema talk with none than the other Mahmood Jaghbir, the General Supervisor at the Bahrain Cinema Company, Cineco. A great pleasure. We missed you.
Oliver, I missed you too. It was nice to hear that Channel 55 we're going to talk in English. And when you told me Bara is there, I was so happy to hear that.
Appreciate you for that. I mean, we missed you, we missed the team, we missed the cinema. How long has it been?
Oof, it's been quite a long time. In fact, it's the longest time that I've passed on the cinema. We're talking about a year and a half shut down. Yani the company was
wow.
Out of it was not functioning at all. The cinemas were closed. Even the other functions of the company were all shut down. We had to actually sit in the house. It was one of the most segments that was affected during the pandemic. But alhamdulillah, since the past few months we are back. So that's good news. And definitely when we talk about the pandemic that happened and everything, we have to give a big thanks to the COVID-19 team and their efforts, their support, their follow-up, everything that went with them. I think they did the job in the best possible way. Somebody responsible will hold a job like this. They were quite honest, frank, direct, had their time all for
Right.
people's queries and everything. And I think with their efforts, with the people's wise efforts and everything, we managed to a
Yes.
big extent to
Yes.
pass this pandemic. And today we are, alhamdulillah, in a lot better state.
Yes, we
It
are.
is green.
Yes, you are.
I hope it stays
Yeah,
green.
I hope so too.
And I hope that all our houses are safe, and we remember definitely with this everybody who was affected by COVID, whether he suffered, he was in the hospital, or somebody dear
Yeah.
died to him, a father, a mother, a brother, sister, a friend. We used to get the death messages every day, and it used to fill us with sadness. And
That's pretty tough. That was
really,
pretty
really
tough.
a difficult time for everybody to hear it. But alhamdulillah, we've passed it. May
Alhamdulillah.
God rest everybody's souls in peace, inshallah. And
Inshallah.
may it be a normal thing that the world has been affected with. And inshallah, with time,
We're
it
getting
might
there.
go and vanish.
Definitely.
Inshallah.
I mean, first of all, thank you so much for that message. I mean, you got me emotional there for a second.
That's the least we can do, and that's the
it's
truth.
amazing. Thank you so
the
much.
least, even thanking the COVID-19 team, when you are in the face of something, that's this.
It's different. Yeah.
You are in a program, you're doing the program, and then you get to see all the comments of people. Everybody's going to comment on you, Bara, and that's a small thing. These were on the full country. The full country were looking at them.
Right.
They had hopes with them. They had to do everything. They
Right.
had to do the hard work and give us the results. Do like this, do like that, and stuff like this.
And make it happen.
And any mistake, they would have been held responsible for that.
Totally. I mean,
Speaking directly, So
yeah.
all their efforts, big thank you for them. High salute for them. And till now,
Totally.
we are relaxed. This is the green stage. We nearly forgot this deep thing that was there, but they are still running into which
Behind the scenes.
which
And on the scene
injection to
itself.
be taken, what
Sure.
is the virus, what is the developments, the wall developments, everything.
Right.
Inshallah, God's support to them,
Definitely.
and
Definitely.
the whole community's support to them, inshallah.
Inshallah. And it's like cinema is not just an entertainment thing for us, it's culture. It's part of Bahrain's thing to do. Everybody surrounded themselves when it comes to a program, what to do when they go to the mall, when they go to out. Hey, we're going to the cinema this Thursday, this Friday, this Saturday. We're just going to go there. Having that out of our lives for 1 year and more than 1 year and a half,
1 year and a half.
just paralyzed us. And the moment it came back again, it's like we are breathing again.
Definitely.
It's like oh no, we are been pretty much recharged. It's like we are going back to the cinema. It's amazing. So I'm sure a lot of precautionary measures took place in the cinema right now just to make sure everything is safe. Tell us more about that.
Each level that happened, it had with it its own precautionary measures. We were receiving direct instructions and details from the COVID-19 team. Again, we thank them. What to do exactly, what is the percentage of the people allowed to enter,
Right.
how many people can be there, what is the sanitizers, that where could you put them, everything that's there. Today in the green zone, I think we can talk about it since we are in the green zone,
Right.
and we hope we're going to stay there.
Inshallah.
As it seems, inshallah, we are staying there, inshallah. Ya
Alhamdulillah.
Rab. But we are in the green zone. 50% occupancy of the cinema is allowed.
Okay.
So, all the ages, anybody can enter the cinemas. They have to be vaccinated, first of all. No non-vaccinated people are allowed to enter the cinema.
Okay.
And for the younger people, they should be accompanied by an adult. And the other sanitizing measures are being carried out all around the cinemas. I think that's to do with this one. I will follow up any instructions that come for us. We abide like the other companies did, and everybody in Bahrain did. And that's one of the reasons that we are now in the green zone, inshallah.
You know, everybody keeps saying that we are so lucky to have Mahmood around. It's like how you keep everything in contact, how like you're so on top of their game with what's going on, what's happening with the cinemas and all of that. So we do really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Do really appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
So now cinema's open. 50% occupancy. Awesome. Now, what movies is showing right now? What's going on?
Since we opened the cinemas, there was a slow movement in the beginning.
Okay.
We started off with a slow movement because the fear was still in the people's hearts and their minds, in the media and everything. The movies, even with the distributors, because once we opened at a time even like India was affected, for example.
Right.
And
Right.
India was affected really badly.
Oh, well, yeah,
That's
so sad to see that.
the distributing companies, even the theaters in India were all closed. So people were missing because you have a big segment in Bahrain watching the Hindi movies,
Bollywood
especially
movies,
the Bollywood movies. They
Right.
love it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Everybody loves the
It's
Bollywood
part of our
movie.
culture. What are you talking
It
about?
is indeed.
Yeah.
It is. Remember, we used to watch the Hindi movies
Every Wednesday.
Wednesday nights.
Yes.
And I used to wait for these
Same
movies.
here. 8 o'clock. I still remember.
I don't remember the time,
It's
but I
8
never
o'clock.
thought you were that old.
It's 8 o'clock.
We used to wait in this one. It's part of the culture. Even the other Indian movies, the other languages that are there, like the Malayalam language and the Tamil movies and the Telugu movies, which really have a big market in Bahrain.
Right.
Yani people missed their favorite actors and actresses. They couldn't see them because it was hitting in India, for example. At the same time, even in the States, it was not very well there.
Yeah.
And so a lot of movies were postponed at that time.
True.
Postponed till now. They started releasing these movies the past few months. We saw these big blockbuster movies starting to release. That's how it ran. يعني alhamdulillah, now people started coming. We can say that the real crowd started with No Time to Die.
No Time to Die. Oh,
Daniel
everybody was talking
Craig.
about that. Yeah.
The last movie he does as 007.
Wow.
After 5 movies, 15 years in
It's
the
a long
making.
period.
I think he was for the longest period of the longest number of movies. I'm not sure of that detail, but 5 movies, and this was the last one. It started with No Time to Die. Then came Venom. And
Yes.
it was really even, it had a lot of people who came to attend it. They wanted a good movie. They wanted
Right.
to watch something nice.
Totally.
And
Totally.
inshallah, in the coming weeks, there is a lovely lineup that's happening with quite a huge number of blockbusters coming
Yeah.
up. So I
Yeah.
think up to December, where we're gonna go with Matrix and
Ooh, Matrix.
yes, generations have passed with that.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Up to December, there is a huge lineup of good movies, Resident Evil, and so on. A lot superheroes, a lot of movies coming up. So I think it's a long lineup up to December. So hopefully, the people started to get acquainted. They started the education or the knowledge of what is COVID-19 became general with us.
Right, that's
Before
true.
we
That is
used to
true.
be afraid.
It
Okay,
became a
we
norm
don't.
now. Yeah.
Now we know exactly, or to a huge extent, how do you get COVID? What are the ways that you can prevent yourselves?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, the hospitals all around now are relaxed.
Yes.
So once you go there, they can take full attention with you. The death rates have nearly vanished, which is
Yes.
a lovely
beautiful.
thing.
Alhamdulillah.
I was a person who got the COVID, and it passed through me with a difficult time. I was in the ICU
Sorry
for
to
some
hear that.
time.
Sorry to hear
And
that.
me, like any other people, but now we got the knowledge. You got to know how to prevent. What are the vitamins? It's good to take them and go from the beginning. And the knowledge became very well in our minds. So once you know something, your fear reduces. So we knew it. Our fear reduced.
Amazing.
So now people started coming to the movies, and alhamdulillah, slowly it started moving, especially with the good movies around.
Yeah, Time to Die and Venom, pretty much good 2 titles to start with.
Yes.
My question to you right now, I think I know the answer for it, but I want to hear it from you.
Yeah.
You and the team, when you start seeing people coming in, how did you feel?
طيب. The problem is that the team that works in the cinemas, most of them are all people who've been working since years.
For years, yeah.
So they're very familiar. And Bahrain is a small, lovely island that everybody knows the other.
Right.
To a great extent.
Like a family.
Everybody knows the other. I know your friend, he knows my brother, and everybody knows the other. So once you start seeing the people, they start calling you, oh, okay, the movies, what movies are coming back and stuff. It was a good feeling for the people who got relaxed a little bit. They started bringing out their kids, trying to find a place where they can discover something they have missed. The family outings, the stuff. And a cinema is quite a secure place compared to a lot of other places, because once you sit in a location, the people are away from you and it's not that crowded. So, and it's something that all the ages can enjoy.
Right.
Yani the father, the mother, no gender, whether it's male or female, they're gonna love a movie. Whether it's a kid or an adult, they're gonna love a movie. But it's just they have to choose the right movie for everybody. It was quite lovely for everybody. It was a good feeling for us, for the people. It was a lovely comeback.
You know, I would say, maybe not only me, but a lot of people will say, you and the team as well at Cineco, you're legends. You were there with us since the beginning, like years and years and years and years, and you've been through a lot. And now through the pandemic, you handled it like pure champions. So from me, from Bahrain to you, thank you so much for all that you've done and all that you're doing right now. And it's a pleasure seeing what's happening right now, and we can't wait to go back to the cinemas like before and just watching the movies and maybe pretty much the premieres as well.
Definitely,
I would love to have the premieres again, just to go cover it over there and just asking people questions. What do you think of the movie? You know, all that kind of stuff. We miss that.
We miss a lot of things like that, and us, like all the other companies in Bahrain and the other organizations at Bahrain, everybody has a responsibility that he has to take it, and we took our responsibility, and we hope that we have fulfilled what we can. In fact, we were affected a lot in the company, but now we're trying to gain up. We're trying to see what we can do and how we can cover up certain areas. Lately, a few functions had happened. We had the Korean Film Festival.
Yes, I saw that. Was fun.
That was really nice. It was great to see. That was the first festival to happen in the cinemas after it happened.
Right.
And it's nice that it is the 9th year that they have it. The Korean Film Festival is not a new thing, which is a continuous thing that the Korean embassy does and really takes care of it. After that, last week we had the Bahrain Film Festival, which was by the Bahrain Cinema Club. And hopefully even there's organizations, other embassies would like to do even film festivals around in the coming months, which we are looking at right now. I don't know if I'm supposed to say or no. So that's
well, you know, it's out there, and now we're excited.
I wouldn't say the name unless it should come from them. But
it's beautiful.
Hopefully there are plans even for other embassies to do their film festivals and get introduced to their cultures, to their movies, to their language. Which is something really nice, and this is some good activities that are going on. One of the big movies that's coming up maybe could be Spider-Man. So it's a huge lineup. I do expect, especially with Spider-Man, before we used to see the kids coming wearing a Spider-Man.
I used to wear it. Even I'm like in my 20s, like I used to wear a Spider-Man costume going there to the movies. Nobody recognized, but it's good.
Yes. In fact, people love it. They love to come to watch these movies, no matter how much they see in the house or no matter all the facilities available. It's always enjoyable to watch a movie in the house, to watch anything, but you have to go outside.
We have to go outside.
It's part of our human characteristics. We can't be trapped. We'd love to always go out and stuff like this. I don't know, it's with the new generation that they love gaming, they can stay in the house for long hours. That's the only generation that stays in the house for that long.
Amazing.
But the rest,
no, definitely. Whew. This has been an open, emotional, yet exciting talk with you, Mahmood, I have to say right now. And we just cannot wait to go back to our social lives, having cinema as part of a big chunk of what we do culturally, socially, and all of that. Well, Mahmoud, thank you so much for being with us here on Bahrain Now. It's been a great pleasure, and can't wait to see you at the cinema.
Thank you a lot for having me in this lovely program, and inshallah I see you and I see everybody around us, all of you, in good health and inshallah, we find
Inshallah.
an end to this pandemic.
Inshallah.
And that's what we wish for.
Yes, exactly.
After all of this, you don't have any more deeper thoughts. This is very basically, we want to live a happy life, enjoying Bahrain as it was before the pandemic.
Well, bless you and big shout out to you and the team. And we'll be seeing you at the cinema, definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. Bahrain Cinema is back, and that's it. We're going to go back to watch the amazing movies, Venom, Spider-Man, James Bond, all that took place with an interview right here with Mahmood on Bahrain Now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go freestyle on this one as we're gonna have an awesome talk, a little bit of fire, a little bit of workout, and a little bit of free diving. All that with Ahmed Bashkarawi. How are you?
Hi, Habib. I'm good. How are you?
I am really excited for you
Man,
right
it's
now.
been a long time since
long,
we
long
met. All of these shows we made, and
Yes.
you were the one who's heating up the stage all
Well,
the time.
because
you know?
you were there, you and your team pretty much firing me up. Man, so you had a really long journey.
Yes, it's been a
Amazing.
very long journey. Yes.
So as I can see right now, you're fit.
Yep.
Mentally and physically, that's for sure. So, seeing you in the calisthenics world and
Yes.
how amazingly you've done, and now you're having a new workout, a new style.
Yes.
What
new
is that
style of
about?
workout. My new style of workout is whatever I did in my personal life, like all of that lifetime. Like I did running, swimming, for example, calisthenics, weightlifting, all of these sports. I took them all, and the best of each, I combined them all together, and I came up with a new strategy of workout, which this boomed out, especially on COVID's period of time,
Okay.
because what happened that everyone were sitting at home,
Right.
watching TV and being stressed out.
Very much.
Yes. So out of that, I started to invent my new method of workouts, which is mostly about strength, movement, flexibility, and the most important thing is
Yeah?
to calm the mind down, breathing.
Okay. Breathing.
Yes.
It's Can you want to give me a breathing exercise right now, maybe on the
Yes, of course.
go? Okay, give me a minute. Come on, let's go.
All right.
I'll follow you.
So here, it's just sit straight up.
Sit straight up.
Yes, you're gonna inhale. Again, one more time. From the chest all the way up, and exhale. We're gonna continue this for 20 times, which I'm not gonna do that with you because you're gonna get dizzy.
Dizzy.
At the end, the last one, you're just gonna exhale all the air out and hold for 20 seconds.
I need practice. I need Ahmed.
Yes.
So,
So,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt
No,
you.
no,
So
good.
you do 3 sets of that with holding the breathing, but the most important thing is you have to know what you're doing and how to approach this.
right.
Because you're gonna get dizzy, you're gonna feel some tingling in your fingers, in your toes, but that's totally fine. Once you're done with that, believe me,
Wow.
you will be relaxed all the way.
The
down.
power of breathing.
The power
It's
of
not
breathing.
even a joke. This is
Yes.
real.
Yes.
So, in your journey and everything you've done when it comes to sports and athleticism and being an athlete yourself, whether it's calisthenics, running, and other parts
Yes.
of your life all together, and breathing right now, you're coming together, putting the best of each world into the Ahmed new style.
New
Do you have a
style
name
of
for it?
workouts. So far, no, but shall I say it on TV?
Yes,
Sense of
go.
motion.
What? No, go ahead.
I'm gonna call it sense of motion.
Sense,
Of motion.
the sense of motion.
The sense of motion. yes.
Copyrighted. It's beautiful.
Yes.
The
Thank
sense
you.
of motion.
Yes.
SOM.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
okay, some.
So, yes. So that sense of motion is like, now that I'm sitting with you, I'm talking with you, but I'm aware of my body, I'm aware of my breathing, so I'm sensing all of the motions happening around me, like from your side to my side. So by implementing that into your workouts, you'll be more aware of what you're doing.
Right.
You will be aware of your imbalances on your body, which you will be able to be aware to fixing them one by one.
Amazing. Amazing.
So
Amazing.
yeah, that takes you deeper and deeper inside
Wow.
this. Yeah.
Wow. So you have that part of your life, and then you have the fire show.
The fire show. Yes.
Okay, let's fire it up a bit. What's
Let's
going
fire
on
up,
there?
yes. So since we've been doing the shows and you were there always all the
Yes.
time, yes, like heating us up as well.
Fire it up, warm it up.
Yeah,
Make some noise.
so lots of people were asking me and wondering if I'm gonna start teaching the kids and taking that into the new generation which is coming up.
Right.
As you see, like everybody's into gaming,
Yes.
which I like it myself, but it's started to get more and more and more. So we need to bring the heat on the kids out, and instead of sitting in one place, just show them something that they never saw before, which
Right.
is light show, fire show, and all of these things. It's always combines movement
Okay.
with beauty of the movement,
Right.
the heat, as you said,
The
on the
heat.
stage.
Turn up the heat.
So yeah, each time we perform in front of the people, especially kids, like everybody's like, wow, that's amazing. So I'm gonna start teaching fire show and how to spin and all of these, inshallah, very soon.
You're gonna teach
Yes.
fire spinning.
Yes. I want, like, let's call it, I'm aiming for full Bahraini kids, but let's aim now for half.
Okay.
I want kids to learn this. Yes,
Teach
yes.
me.
I will teach you.
I
yes.
want to just go to the kids. Hey, don't play with fire, but.
Actually, it's not going to be fire in the beginning, yeah? It's going to be all about lights and all.
Okay.
Yes, but as you saw before, we came with new toys,
Yes.
which I can put any pictures, even your picture, I can put it inside. I
And
spin
you just spin it and just like.
everybody will see, well, Bara is like,
That is a lot
Yeah.
of fun. I want to do that, to my kids. Like, hey, you want to see a trick? It's like just go
yes,
fun with
yes,
that.
yes. So much fun, like especially for kids, because nowadays you see them like, we see the kids are moving, but there's lots of sport happening around. Like for example, let's call it football, let's call it basketball, let's
Right.
go to other taekwondo,
Right.
calisthenics, like
Right.
the things which I do as well. Like it's familiar now.
Mm.
Like okay, we have this, we have this, we have this. It's limited options, you know.
Okay.
But why not performance? Why not
Why
to
not
teach them
perform
something
it?
different?
Exactly.
Yeah, why not? you know?
Amazing, amazing.
Yes.
So from pretty much firing it up to a deep dive.
Deep dive, yes.
You are becoming a diver too.
Yes.
Dude, what up? Like, so no, you're gonna be a diver.
Yes, actually, I can call myself a diver now.
Well, that's what you do,
I'm
right?
already certified now in level 1 and free diving. I'm aiming to go level 2 and level 3. I'm not going to teach it. This is going to be for myself.
Okay.
But as we mentioned in the beginning of the session, in the beginning of the interview, I made you breathe. So why I made you breathe? Because I saw you a little bit stressed out, so I have to calm you down.
I do. It's sometimes, I get so excited. It's stressing with all the fun I'm having right now.
Yeah, so especially we haven't met since a long time,
It's
so
been a
that's
while,
here
sir.
up. All right,
It's been a
so
while.
usually we breathe before diving, before free diving, because you're gonna dive all the way down to 30 meters, 40 meters down, let's call it 60 meters, and there is people which are like, let's call top athletes, they reach 200 and 120 meters down.
Scary.
That's with only one breath.
One breath,
Yes.
you
one
hold it, and that's it. You go
That's
down,
it, you
dive
go
200
all
meters
the way
with
down.
one breath.
Yes. So, sense of motion came out of free diving and other sports, because you need to sense everything on your body. Be super calm. One breath hold, go all the way down and up. Once your brain started thinking of other stuff around you, so you're using more oxygen just of thinking.
Wow.
So how to shut down your brain and go all the way down with one breath and come up, man, wow, this is beautiful. Once you come up, the feeling you feel it, you've been disconnected from everything for 30 seconds,
Wow.
40 seconds. The
Wow.
feeling is unbelievable.
That is, it sounds unbelievable. It
Yes.
sounds phenomenal.
Yeah.
It sounds tranquilizing,
It
like
is.
tranquility.
Yes, it is.
That we want to give it a try,
Yeah.
but it needs practice, right?
Yeah, I took my license. After 1 week taking my license, right away I took a ticket with my friends and all the way to Egypt.
Egypt.
Dab. So that's how it got me into that sport. The feeling which I got from freediving, it made me go there. Yeah.
You are a free spirit, aren't you, Ahmed?
You have to be,
So,
though.
like, so from bringing up your own sense of motion
Yes.
to firing it up
Firing
to
it
a
up.
deep dive.
Deep dive.
Love that. I love that. So, if you're gonna leave us with last few words to me, to right now Mahmoud, even behind the scenes, who's super excited about you,
Yeah.
and to the viewers, what you gonna say?
Believe in yourself. This is the first thing I want to mention. Believing in yourself that you are capable of doing anything you want to be. From calisthenics to being a guy who makes fire shows and a guy who dives all the way down and going beyond and beyond and beyond. Don't set up limitations.
Love it.
Be open, sense whatever is around you, and you can achieve it.
Yes, with a sense of motion.
With the sense of motion.
Well, Ahmed, thank you so much for
You're
this fun
welcome.
talk, and we can't wait to see you in Egypt, I guess.
Inshallah,
For a deep dive.
very soon, yes.
Been a beautiful talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, no limitation. This guy from calisthenics to having his own workout style, fire, and now a deep diver. All that took place with Ahmed Bashkarawi on Bahrain Now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned on what out and about in the kingdom in this upcoming segment.
Are you ready to get mesmerized? Because it's about to get way too fashionable right here. The Royal University for Women, in association with the French Embassy in Bahrain, organized a fabulous, successful fashion show on the 30th of October 2021 with all new Bahraini designers. The alumni of the university got the chance to display their collections in front of the audience at a spectacular fashion night.
So tonight, very happy. It was the end of this fashion week, the first edition, a great success. We all see the models, the clothes, the dresses. It was wonderful. It's a cooperation between France and the Royal University of Women. I'm very proud, and Bahrain can be proud of the creativity, the talent of all the young designers that are here. It's a big success. Thank you very much.
I came here, they give me a chance in this event to introduce my design. My first collection is called Layla. So they give me the chance because I'm a fashion designer Bahraini from Bahrain, and I'm happy to be here.
Reporting for Bahrain International, this was Mariam Al-Bayati. Thank you for watching.
Viewers, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of today's episode, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, featuring our amazing lineup of guests. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for more upcoming amazing segments. I'm Bara Abdallah. Till next time, Bahrain. Goodbye and God bless.